Hey guys, Brian, Mr. SF Studios. I've been wanting to do a video on this for a while. Back in December, some guy in the middle of the night decided it'd be fun to go burn down our landmark for Northern California Bidwell Mansion. This is one of those things that you just take for granted because you figure it's always going to be there until it isn't. In 1865, William Cleveland, a famous architect, designed it and construction began on this wonderful Italianate Tuscan Renaissance home for one of Chico's founders, John Bidwell. Had all kinds of ornate cornices and swoopy wooden pieces. It was very, very, very ornate for its time. It took 3 years to build. And it cost in $1868, $56,000. Which today would be like, $1.5 million. Bidwell had amassed a great fortune from the gold rush, and he came and bought 26,000 acres of land here to build his home. Anyway, when he passed away, his wife lived in it for a bit, and then she died and left it to the Presbyterian Church to make a church school, which they really didn't need or want to deal with a big mansion for that purpose. So they in turn gave it to a teaching college, which became Chico State, California State University, Chico. And they used it as a woman's dorm, I think, and people lived in it while they were going to school to become teachers. The Bidwell Mansion was just a public landmark from 1964 to, well, 2024. As long as I can remember. When I was a kid, we used to come here. There was a blind tour guide named Maggie. She knew her way up and down this place, completely blind, and she knew everything about it. You could ask her any question, and she knew the answer. I mean, I don't know how you could look at this and not be angry. It's also senseless. But the point of this video, people, is don't take things for granted, because they may be taken away from you by crazy people. On December 11th, 2024, at 2 a.m. in the morning, Kevin Carlson drove his Toyota Highlander to the parking lot of Bidwell Mansion. He got out, he carried some gasoline and a lighter to a lower window of the mansion, and after breaking the pane of glass, ignited the entire structure. Within minutes, it was just consumed with fire. This Bidwell Mansion, you know, even though the exterior is made of brick and stucco, there's plenty of wood in there, really old wood. So the building was basically glued together with kindling wood at this point. 100-year-old wood makes great kindling wood. And Chico Fire Department, they responded immediately, of course, but what can you do? How do you stop an inferno? The roof gone, the floor's gone, the molding's gone, the window's gone, everything gone. Security cameras in use, that's kind of ironic. There were a couple of those the night that this guy decided he'd come over here and burn it down. That's how they caught him. I guess, yeah, he thought it was a good night to come and break a window and throw some gasoline into a iconic landmark. See all the scaffolding from the renovations. It's all twisted and melted and pile of debris now. All these union workmen came here, painters, craftsmen, meticulously restoring it. Also, one idiot could come down here and torch it. Oddly enough, the stables in the back survived. So the guy who destroyed this beloved monument of Chico, Kevin Carlson, went to court, and when asked, "How do you plead?" he answered, "No contest." So he'll be looking forward to probably 10, 15 years in a prison. He'll have some time to think about his choices. In many ways, this reminds me of the Titanic. you know, the Gilded Age, where a very few held a lot of money and could create whatever they wanted, whether it was a giant steamship or a big mansion. So here's what's left. What's left of Bidwell Mansion. Crumbling walls of brick, stucco. One thing I always remember about Bidwell Mansion was the windows were original. A lot of them. I mean, a few had been broken and replaced, but they were that wavy, ripply old glass, you know, 100-year-old glass. So they were eventually, but not here. It's all gone. All gone. So yeah, they could rebuild it, or a facsimile, a representation of what it was, with particle board and styrofoam. It wouldn't be the same. It'll never be the same. This has been a part of my life. Riding my bike around it, meeting people here to go for a bike ride. Yeah, I guess I just didn't want to come down here and let it sink in what really happened. It's gone. So that part of my life, my childhood, is gone. All those memories. I can't walk through that building again like I did. Like so many people did. I can't look at the picture of John Bidwell and his creepy eyes following me around from side to side. I can't go up in the tower. I can't go upstairs in the nursery. I can't do any of those things that people like to do when they came to Chico. Because one man, Kevin Carlson, took it upon himself in the middle of the night in December to come down here with some gasoline, break a window, and torch the place. One man. So, I guess the reason I'm doing this now is just be careful, people. One crazy person can do a lot of damage. Okay, guys, be well.